Do you like basketball? Basketball, no. I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
You gotta do the intro. I forgot to say that.
Oh, I have to?
Yeah, you have to do it.
What's up, girls? What's up, boys? What's up, those in between? Today, this is a basketball Power Hour podcast. The first 20 minutes will be unrelated to basketball, but after, it'll be nonstop ball talk. So, tap in with us, and we'll get tapped in with you.
You didn't say the name of the show.
State of the League podcast. The only team talking about every single team, every single week. Except this is our last week of being in the prison of the Nets, of the Hornets, of the Wizards.
Charlotte Hornets, we're gonna kill you guys. your whole franchise. It's not just that it's not gonna be an NBA team anymore. Charlotte's gonna be gone from every map that's ever existed.
Bucks, I'm rooting against you. I'm ready to be done with you.
Oh, okay. We have a lobbyist request that is the exact opposite of that statement, so that's good. Okay. Well, we do. I led off with M. Prague Antman 51's lobbyist request that said, I think we need to nuke all of the play-in teams in the East, frankly. Forget expansion and just trigger an emergency draft with the Bulls, Heat, Hawks stuck in mediocre limbo and balance out the disparities between the East and the West. Cordially, Anthony Edwards, parentheses, pregnant.
I really don't know if I'm gonna like expansion when it comes, like, cause this is the most parity that we've had, even in an unfair NBA, like I call it right now. There's so much more parity than there was 10 years ago, and
yeah, I don't know. I'm torn because expansion seems kind of necessary in the sense that, like, the league has never been better, and I think we'll probably get into that with a couple of the teams today. Like, you see these teams resting their entire starting lineups for the playoffs, and then it's like, oh, these guys can still put up like 130 points, like their backup team or whatever. And yeah, so it feels necessary in that regard, but then on the other end of it, it's very much like if the Thunder could still have happened in a expanded NBA, like the way the Thunder have kind of like maneuvered and drafted and cornered the market on draft assets and everything. That still could have happened, but in an expanded NBA, it would be it'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like the rich people who move to Thailand and all of a sudden their $1 million will last them the rest of their lives, if that makes sense. Like, it's just, it would be so much more powerful in an expanded NBA.
yeah, and if an expansion draft comes right now, they're gonna get sucked up, all their guys.
I mean, some of them, but like, well, that's what I'm talking about, is like, If an expansion draft happens and everyone can only protect 7 guys, the Thunder still have like the best 7-man rotation in the league. It's like most teams, even though it's like the NBA as a whole is very talented, I would say a lot of teams don't have 7 guys that they're like, if we lose this guy, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about them lately. I don't know if, like, people have been waiting for them to cash in all the assets. They're like, give it all for Laurie, give it all for this guy, give it all. They're definitely gonna give it all for Giannis, give it all for Booker, all this stuff. But I wonder if it really would just be best to just keep them all and just keep swapping out everyone else around the guys you already have, because really that's what brings down every single contender, it seems like, is running out of assets, and one of the guys you have huge money on stops being good. He stops being the guy that's worth it. And so if you just focus on, we're just gonna pay Shea, Chet, and J-Dub or whoever we identify as the core, and then, hey, one day we're gonna lose these guys. One day we're gonna lose Lou Dort or something like that. It'd be interesting to see how they operate if they keep hitting on picks, which there's no reason to think they won't.
Yeah, that's really the other part of it. Is it's very much like there is no evidence to suggest that they, even if they don't have as high of a hit rate on picks as they do right now, I would say there's no evidence to suggest that they wouldn't be able to, maneuver promising young guys. Like there will always be the Josh Giddey angle of, oh, well, this guy's good. He's just not good for the Thunder. Like the Thunder are trying to win a championship, and he's only 22 years old with all of these flaws that can't exist on a title team. But if you're a team like the Bulls, and I don't even mean to shit on the Bulls here, but just like any kind of like rebuilding team looking to exchange a competent role player for a promising young piece, I feel like that's a recipe the Thunder could consistently replicate. Maybe not to the degree of picking up like an all defensive first team level guy for a bad player, but I think they could, like, I don't know, if you told me in a couple years Isaiah Joe is worth something and they could get like a more meaningful role player to them in exchange for him, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Or like Topic is an even better example of that.
Yeah. Like he has a decent rookie year, and then they trade him for KCP, and then KCP's back in vogue.
Yeah, and yeah. So I guess as far as like expansion goes, I don't really have beef with it or anything. It's just it definitely feels like that would set the table for like one big advantage to then create like a 2 or 3 year dynasty, like multiple title teams, just because you have this one thing that like nobody else can replicate, kind of similar to like that's how I feel like I've said it on here. That's kind of how I view the best teams in NBA history, is like, oh, you had Kareem and then you got the number 1 pick on top of that, or you got to sign.
Back in the day, they were getting the number 1 pick for nothing.
It's crazy. Number 1 pick, 33-year-old 2-time All-Star, or the number 1 overall pick. Oh,
well, he's all defense. I need some defense on my team. I don't care.
It's really how it looked. It's like they would look at like the problem they had last year, and they would be like, this number 1 pick, the rights to draft Magic Johnson, that's a good tool for us to upgrade our defense, because Magic can't play defense, and so we don't want him.
Well, he's got too much swagger at Michigan State. Tom Bullwinkle, he plays a serious man's game. That's what I want for my team.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
I used to get upset like watching The Last Dance. I don't think Jerry Krause knew what he was doing. I really think he just got lucky over and over and over. Like the Scottie Pippen pick, I refuse to believe that I think he was just like, I want to be different. I'm going to take this guy from this little
I don't know,
primitive school.
So like when you say over and over, so he got lucky with Scottie Pippen, probably he got lucky with Horace Grant also then?
Well, I don't know. Horace Grant's not as crazy, because where did he
lucky
come
with
from?
like Kukoc? Like how are you describing his luck outside of Scottie Pippen?
Well, what are his there's
You're the Bulls guy. I'm not that locked in. I know that the Scottie Pippen find was huge. And then it's the Arturas Jokic find of the 90s. That's what they call it. And then I think the Rodman pickup, fairly savvy move by him to be like, Phil Jackson can fix him.
Yeah, and it was, and even like Phil Jackson to an extent, or I guess, no, it's been too long since I watched. I don't have the order of the moves in my head, but I just know as I watched it, I was getting upset, and I was like, he doesn't know anything.
I will say, with crediting him for the Pippen thing, it's like, I'm adjusting for pace on ideas around basketball. Where back in the 90s, to see Scottie Pippen be that big and like move like that and defend like that and pass like that, and to just fully embrace that, be like, this is the guy that we need next to Michael. It's pretty smart. It's smart for the time, even though like there was the established precedent of like Magic Johnson was the best player in the world ish at the time or whatever. So it's not crazy to think that a big guy can handle the ball. Yeah,
It was probably also way easier for guys to slip through the cracks back then, so it was more possible to just find someone wherever in Mississippi Community College or whatever he was part of.
Dennis Rodman, he was playing pickup basketball at the airport, and then the Detroit Pistons drafted him. Well, they gave him an undrafted contract, and now he's a Hall of Famer. It's just you don't hear that much anymore.
The second round guys who do hit now, like Jokic was still part of like a legendary team in Europe, like a team renowned for developing young guys. Ginobili was like a all-timer, or he was like a MVP, European MVP. I think even Marc Gasol won Spanish
That's really
League
what it
MVP.
feels like, is every late pick that hits now is like a foreign MVP. I mean, to some extent. You have obviously Reeves jumps out to me. It has like undrafted, but wanted to be undrafted.
Yeah, and he also was at Oklahoma, so he was at a major.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big school. And so I don't know, like even like it's ridiculous to say, and no one knew Ginobili, but everyone knew Reeves, because like to be like MVP of Argentina or whatever at 18, 19, 20 years old.
Well, I think he was playing in Italy, and that's where he was balling out. But it, like, kids these days don't know. If you were playing in Europe, like any time before 2018 or whatever, you were gay. You were soft and gay.
Well, there was a moment where it was almost cool, and then the Pistons drafted Darko Milicic, and they reset the clock 15 years, where it was like, well, we're not doing that again. God damn it, we could have had Carmelo Anthony or something.
Hey, and then they did it. Then Bargnani came and pushed it even further back.
Yeah, well, that's why for a long time I was always like Jokic or well, I guess not Jokic because he was drafted before, but like who are the big European, like maybe Franz to some extent, or definitely Şengün. Everybody should kick like 5% of their contract back to Luka for like making the draft community be like, you know, maybe Europe wasn't the problem this whole time. Maybe it was our like evaluation of the guys.
Şengün was a European MVP. Denny was a European MVP. Really, I wonder, is the last like crazy outlier guy Ben Wallace? Because I think he was at like some really small college.
Yeah.
And he was a football player, and then he's like, "No, I want to play basketball."
I love Ben Wallace so much. It's crazy, and I literally said this like 2 weeks ago, but like it's just an aura gap and like a era of play difference between him and Gobert. But like it doesn't matter. He's so cool, and Gobert is so lame. Even though if Gobert played in like 2004, we would all be losing our minds. Like he would be unanimous consensus. Nobody would care. One of the best players in history.
Yeah, and his skill offensively would really stand out. This guy can do it all.
This guy can do it all. This guy can make a left-handed layup. Holy.
You know, maybe Giannis is probably the last. He's probably the best one. He was in like nowhere Greece playing.
He was doing he was in hustle. He was hustling.
Yeah. And so he's probably, maybe he's the last one. Chris Boucher got in from a tryout. But he's not the. You remember Jonathan Simmons?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember that much about him.
The Spurs guy. He was on the Spurs in like the Kawhi years. He was like number 17, I think.
What did he do?
He was like an athlete. He was like a 6'5" athletic defending guy, and the G League team had a tryout, and then he paid $300 or whatever to try out, and then he made it, and then he eventually made the NBA.
That would piss me the fuck off if I paid $300 and I didn't make it.
Yeah,
that would be so hard.
I think in the story it was like he was like, that was a lot. It was like my last $300.
Yeah, but well, that's the thing is like. I don't know. I don't want to like speak down on anyone's life because I'm sure it's a fine life. But to be somebody on like the fringes of the NBA, I just don't have the heart for it. Like to think about, going through like 3 rounds of like practices or workouts or whatever, and everybody's just silently judging every corner three that you brick, and that oh shit, did we lag?
Yeah, for a second.
Okay,
We're
well,
back now, I think.
Yeah, everyone's just judging you, and then you get a phone call at like 3 a.m. when you're overseas, and they're like, yeah, they went with someone else. Sorry. And you just do that until like you're 32, and then you're like, damn, maybe this is never gonna happen unless you're the guy for the Lakers who made his
Andre Ingram.
Yeah, shout out to Andre Ingram.
And he was a math teacher during it.
Yeah, shout out to that guy. Yeah, and so it's not a bad life or anything. It's just like I respect their toughness. I don't have the heart for that.
Was that Magic Johnson's best move as an executive, bringing that guy up?
Definitely the one that made me feel the best. Like everything else, it seemed like he was purposefully building a toxic workplace.
Yeah, he's just a flaky guy.
So. Yeah, Kobe's they're winning 34 games because Kobe's taking 28 shots a night, making $60 million. And every practice, he's telling people that they should be dead because they don't work hard enough. And Swaggy P is gooning in the locker room, and D'Angelo Russell.
He's a coach in the Big Three.
He's coaching Dwight Howard.
Someone, it was I got the alert. It's like he's gonna play for Coach Nick Young. What's the game plan gonna be?
What the hell?
Nick Young is funny because he looks the exact same as he did when he was playing.
I know.
It's funny when guys are like 10 years retired, but they look identical.
It's a lot of black don't crack, I guess. I'm gonna look so bad when I'm his age. I could just feel it already.
You wear sunscreen?
Not as much as I should. And for years I did. Like as a guy, obviously with the ACL, this isn't shaping up to be a big pickup basketball summer or anything.
Oh, has it been a year yet? How
I think it's been about a year. Well, first I haven't been my insurance ran out. I haven't been in physical therapy in like 4 months. Ooh. I just got back on some shit.
You're gonna be limping. You're gonna be moving odd.
Well, I can like I've been doing the shit they gave me, and I can like lightly jog on a treadmill now, but like if I had to make a back cut, my leg would blow up. I could feel it. And so yeah, but like for a lot of times my strat in the summer was big sunburn in like April and then just be tan the whole time. And then I would wear sunscreen the rest of summer. And so almost definitely getting skin cancer from that.
Okay. Could be the move. And then when you have insurance by then, and you're like, shoot, the cancer got my knee too. Go fix it up for me, guys.
Well, I had the surgery and everything. It's just getting the dumb workouts and shit. And so, thankfully, I got what?
Wait, no, finish what you're saying.
I got on Medicaid or Care or whatever, and so hopefully I should be able to get back into it soon. I'd like to be able to run.
I'm on that right now, and I went to try and schedule my first appointment, and they're like, "Yeah, this isn't working. The website down, not working. Your insurance." I was like,
they did that to me, not insurance. StatHead did that to me. I put in my credit card for the $9 a month thing that Basketball Reference had because I was just like, it's nice with Poop Check number 2. More and more I find myself like wanting to look up specific stretches or specific seasons where guys have done or hit certain criteria, and it's really good for that. And then I went and I got the email receipt, and my free trial ended yesterday, and I went to the website and it was just like, no account. You don't have an account with us.
That happened to me with The Athletic. Like I went to cancel my account and then they begged me to stay. They're like, we'll give you $1 for 8 millennia. And I was like, okay, I'll take your offer, peasant. Get up off your knees and out of my sight. And then I went yesterday, and they're like, yeah, that didn't actually happen. You gotta pick an account. And we'll give you $2 a week. And I was like, that's cheap, but still, I don't know if I want it that bad right now.
Yeah.
The Athletic is good for that because they panic anytime they're always like, join now for no money, and then we're gonna trick you into paying in a year once you forget about this. And then if you do remember, you're like, all right, I'm canceling. They're like, whoa, 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 take it easy, buddy. We'll 20 cents a month.
Hey, you know what you say whoa to?
Horses.
Horses. You know what got announced today? The Steel Ball Run anime. I think it's part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, maybe part 8. I can never keep track, but new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure season come out. Perfect opportunity for you to hop on the hype train, dude. You should do it. You should watch or read the whole thing. I was just rereading Golden Wind. It's so fun. It's so good.
Could be the move this summer. I got some things to add to my watch list this summer.
It's good.
Could be part of it.
And you're so like, it's not like a numbered squad situation like with the Phantom Troop or the Akatsuki or whatever, but every season we do get a good gang of people, like a reintroduction of everything.
I love a good gang.
Yeah, and these all the powers. Oh my god. There's this guy that in the part I'm reading, his power is he has a fishing rod that goes through anything, and it can hook into his opponents, and you can't get it out.
I've never gone fishing. Have you?
Oh yeah, I don't get the appeal of it because I don't really like touching a slimy fish, but I like sitting by a lake. That's based.
You know what I would do? I would take barnacles off crabs and lobster.
Oh, that's fun. I'm skipping stones. Kill an hour skipping stones. That's so fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's guys, that 20 minutes, that's the most entertaining part of this podcast. It's a desolate week in the Eastern Conference. You want to get into it?
Yeah. Goodbye, all you idiots.
Goodbye, you freeloaders.
No, not the people, the teams. I'm ready to get some of these teams out of here.
All right, so we're at 22 minutes. All right, and that was the trailer for this week's Patreon episode of the State of the League podcast. You can go to patreon.com/State of the League to find this episode, plus every other one we've ever put up on there. Join a Discord and get access to a bunch of different fun perks, as well as supporting me, Jack, Jokic Joestar, as well as Pablo Escobar financially. So thank you very much. Go check that out, please, and thank you.